Hi and welcome. My name's Rose Smith and I'd like to welcome all the YouTubers today and all the Facebookers as well. Well, it's a monumental day for me because I've actually got 3 devices going at the moment, so I don't know where to look. So I've got YouTube on one laptop, I've got Facebook on my iPad, and then I have a separate camera going which failed in my reminder in YouTube. So YouTube, I'm looking the wrong way. It's because of all these devices that I'm simultaneously trying to operate. Okay, so my name's Rose Smith and I do live stream free readings, and I've been doing them on Facebook for a number of years now. So I've decided I'd also switch over to YouTube. So today is historic to do 2 at once. Okay, so we'll see how we go. Now, we had to institute a new system because we've been getting consistently over 1,000 people on these live streams. So that's a lot of people. So what we've decided to do is to get people to register. So there's a previous post that I put up, or if you're watching from YouTube, it was my last video actually. And you'll see the link on Absolute Soul Secrets there. So if you can't find the link on the previous post, or you can't find the previous post or the previous video, if you go to absolutesoulsecrets.com, and you'll see there's a slider at the top of the page, and every, I think, 4 seconds or something, it changes the picture. On the 4th picture, it's like purple, and then it talks about free live stream readings on Facebook. If you click that one, it'll say register here. If you click that one, then that'll take you to the registration page. So we're still accepting registrations at the moment. So yeah, if you haven't registered, do it right now, because I've got both Sue and Tracy there organising my list, and there are some names coming through right at the moment. So yes, Carolyn, you need to register. Hamara, I know you've already registered. So when you register, that puts you into a smaller pool, because I can only do 35 to 40 readings at a go, in one go. And so even in the registration pool, there will be some people that miss out, but you'll have far more chance in that pool than what we had previously with, 1,200 or whatever it was people on at any given time. Just a ridiculous number of people. Yes, so please register now. Hello, Chanel. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Carol. Okay, now if everyone can close your eyes and take a deep breath, and we're going to start in a moment. And I want you to imagine in your mind's eye that we're all holding hands, that we're a group throughout Australia and New Zealand, right up into the States and back across to Europe, into the UK, and down again towards Australia. And together we make a circle, and we're all connected. And imagine you're floating above the earth now, part of this wonderful circle of people that really want to know what's going to happen in their lives and what they need to do. So just imagine that you can see that in your mind's eye. And I call on the energies of all the angels and saints and all the divine beings and ascended masters to come through now, so that we can evolve as a society, as humanity, helping us to take the next step towards enlightenment. And I thank you all in advance. And I'm grateful for everything that you're about to tell me. Thank you. And so mote it be. Okay, there we go, in a nice, calm, relaxed Zen mode. Okay, Dehra Bentley, you're number 1. Dehra Bentley. Let me just get you, Dehra. So I'm getting all this sort of body reaction as the energy comes through. Okay, Dehra, what I'm seeing for you, first thing is 2 things actually, a door opening up and a door closing. They're showing me a broom, and the words are new broom sweeps clean. So it's moving, it's like you're moving from a situation that's been in the past, and you're moving from that and you're moving on to a future scenario, which is going to be much more beneficial. I see with the broom sweeping some, a little bit of dust. I feel like you've already done a major clean out internally. They're also showing me like a PowerPoint, like a plug into the PowerPoint. So plug into spirit, Dehra, and then you'll get more energy. I feel like a kind of lack of vitality, or maybe it's just like weariness, exhaustion, or it's just like, oh my God. So it's great that you could move on from that. And they're showing me something else. Oh, celebration, a cake, cream on the cake, celebrations coming up around you. Hope that helps you, Dehra. Okay, next person is Carol Leaper. Hello, Carol. And you want to know about your job. Carolleap, Carol Leaper, and work. I've got the moon around you, Carol. Subconscious forces coming up. You could have some sort of worry about it, or anxiety, or, all of this subconscious sort of stuff coming up. Just take a deep breath. Worry's being really kind of highlighted here for me. They're showing me a lock. There's something that you want that you haven't been able to get. You haven't been able to get into it. And it's like you've got tools or something, and you're trying to undo the lock with these. It's like a pair of pliers. Look, you might be successful doing that, but then they're showing me in the other hand a key. The key is the most preferable way to do it. So you've already got the knowledge and the ability, but you're not at the moment, you're not paying attention to what you've already got in your other hand. So it's like, look inside yourself, and that'll give you the ability, because when that key, because I can see it in the future, it just slides in and it turns, and it's like a safe, and everything that you want is in that safe. So you'll get your reward. It is coming. It's just a matter of you working out what your natural talents and abilities and what it is you've already got, and you do have it. So you just have to look in yourself and find it. I hope that helps you a lot. Okay, so next person is Tony Scott Bishop and travel. Hello, Tony. Tony Scott Bishop and travel. Okay, so the first thing I've got here is the Egyptian pyramids. Now, you could go there. You could go to Egypt, but this has got multiple meanings, because I feel like it's more spiritual, and it's about, and now my heart is burning, my heart chakra is burning. So the violet, it's like the violet flame. You've actually got this sort of healing kind of force coming through you. But they are showing me Asia. I can see Buddha in front of me. Now, I know there's lots of different types of Buddhas and different Buddhas in different countries, and I'm not sure, but it feels like Southeast Asia, but I'm not sure which country it is, because I don't know my Buddhas well enough. But this Buddha has a more narrow sort of chin, and something going on with the hair, like little, I don't know what you call it, little ringlets. And I did know which Buddha, it might be Compassionate Buddha. So I feel anyway you're being pulled to Southeast Asia. Okay, so I would recommend you go. It's a jungly type atmosphere, sort of similar to my top. So did you go somewhere in 2017, 2 years ago? I just see 2017 is in front of me, so I don't know how that's relevant. and I get you cleaning up things and tidying up and being organised to go again. So yes, you will be going, and it's within 12 months too. Thank you, Tony. Okay, next person is Melissa King and love. MELISSAKING. King. Melissa King and love. Trying to figure out what this is. Two shapes like this, and they scissors, and this is not exactly what it's referring to, but it does remind me of crocodiles, two crocodiles. So just be careful. This is not what you're asking about, but this is what I'm saying. Snappiness. You could be snappy to someone, or someone else could be snappy to you. So sometimes if you feel a bit irritable, it's better just to shut your mouth, because you could have a fight with this other person because you're both snappy, or they're snappy to you. I don't know which is which, but it's not even the question. So love, Melissa King and love. Okay, so I'm in a city environment, and there's a big fountain, and it's like spraying up all this beautiful water, and in the fountain. Okay, so it's about, for you, love is tied up in a city environment, an urban environment, but right in the main CBD area. And I've never seen this fountain before, so I don't know where it is. But it's a good thing for you to be in that sort of location if you're looking to meet someone. Now, the picture's changing now, and I can see it's like puddings and custard and so food, one of my favourite things, is about nurturance. And you could meet somebody in a restaurant, or there's a food place involved, because I can see all this beautiful food, and especially like desserts, because I notice those. Melissa King and love. Okay, so what they're telling me is you've been going through a process where you've been like taking off your identity. There was like an old identity, and because I see you putting on new clothes, different clothes. So you could change your identity, update your wardrobe and your appearance. And so you've been going through this kind of update of your own identity, and that's tied up because the past is gone now, and you're moving into the future. So it actually feels very exciting for you. Okay, thank you. Hope that helps. And Heather Louise and direction, HEATHERLOUISE, bus. A bus. I'm on a bus, and it means, again, going forward. But you're not going forward by yourself. You're going forward in a group. I get a sense of teaching or learning, or education. You might be involved in some groups where you're sharing your abilities, you're sharing your knowledge and your experience. And I want to encourage you to do that and go down that track. So if you haven't started a Facebook group, or you're not in some groups, that's what I'd be looking to do. A good website to go to if you want to start up a group is Meetup, meetup.com, and it'll give you all of the information in your local area. You just put your local area in. Okay, thank you. Next person is Rhonda Lee and love, RONDALEE, Rhonda Lee and love. Rhonda, my neck is gone a bit strange. It's kind of playing up on the right back side, and so I wonder if you have a problem with your neck. Could affect your right shoulder and up the back of your head. Okay, it is on the right, which makes me think it's to do with your male side and possibly your own father. Okay, and this is affecting you, this blocked energy down this part of your head, down the neck, and continuing down your back could be affecting your ability to be happy in love. I just saw a shark, which usually indicates like fear. I want to encourage you to delve into this and not to be afraid, because you're already carrying all this energy in your physical body, and it's time to let it go so you can be free. I get like, you know, tears around it, but those tears were a very long time ago, and you know, you're much older and wiser now, so you can deal with this and release all of that stuff from the past. They're showing me a bullseye with a crossbow arrow, and you're aiming at the bullseye, and you'll get a bullseye and you'll get what you want. Okay, so real true love is coming, but in the meantime, concentrate on releasing all of this kind of stuff from the past to do with men and authority figures, particularly I feel it's your father. Okay, thank you. Next person is Jessica Rose. Hi, Rose. Jessica Rose. Let's see what we get for you. See that when I say somebody's name, it just comes into me. Jessica Rose. Okay, I've got a picture here. I don't know what it is yet. It looks like a window, but it's got wood on the outside, and it's like this panel of wood. So it's like you've been through an apocalypse or zombie apocalypse or something, like something that was very, very difficult, and you've boarded up the window to protect yourself. But now what I see is like a saw, like a hand saw coming through the wood. So it's like now, Jessica Rose, you're getting your way out of this box that you've been in. So you've been in this box for your own protection because it was very wild out there in the big wide world. And I feel like it was a number of years ago. You might not even know that you're in this box, but you are breaking out and you know, making a run for freedom. So good on you. This is a weird one, what I'm seeing now, a tongue, and somebody's inspecting your tongue. I'm thinking of someone who does Chinese medicine. If you're into that, that would be good, or maybe even acupuncture. But yeah, I just feel your health, I'm not saying this scary, but it's like to have a checkup. And so it's fine adjustments like diet or something like that you can control. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Thank you. Next person is Kay Winter. Anything, please. Hello, Kay. Yeah, okay. I've got the moon, but I've got this big tree in front of the moon. And the tree, I feel like it's your family tree, but it could also affect you yourself. So you and your family and the big moon and all this subconscious stuff coming up to do with the family. Now, the tree, there's a part of the tree that's being cut off. You might have some distant relatives that you lost contact with, or some communication in the family that's been cut off. I can see a new tree growing, and the ball's in your court if you want to re-establish communications with the parts of the family that have been cut off. Okay, thank you. Next person is Hemera Kirby. Anything, you would love a reading. Okay, great. Well, you've got a reading, Hemera. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. I hope I am. Okay, Hemera Kirby. Hemera Kirby. I've got the feeling of the beach, the ocean, and some kind of pictures, but they're moving very fast. Okay, this is kind of all in little bits and pieces really fast. The next thing I see is like files. So I don't know if you file. People probably don't file anymore. I mean, who uses paper in business, you know? But it could even be on computer, but it's like record keeping. Let's put it that way. Record keeping. Now they're showing me there's a change. They're showing me a pile of coins, Hemera, and they're moving towards you. So it's either change moving towards you or money moving towards you. I feel it's in connection with work. They're showing me a big spinning thing, like a mechanical thing, and the rocks go in and then you can see the gold. So it's like there's rewards coming to you. There's more money coming to you. At the very least, there's change coming to you, and I reckon it's to do with work. Okay, thank you. Next person is, helps if I go like that. Wow, my eyes have gone haywire. That's what happens. And then I can't read. What does that say? Kaz Watson, okay? Anything, KAZZWATSON. Anything, please, health in particular. Kaz Watson. Oh, ER. Oh, pain here, but I don't think that's your physical health, but I do feel like it's grief. Oh, it's like a great pressure on your chest of worried, but you know, this is not recent either, and it's even going up into my throat. So it's hard to speak. It's hard to speak your truth, what you really think, or you know, maybe you want to speak out, but you can't. This suppression is what I would call it. It's like, I'm going to say, this is me now. This is spirit, not spirit. This is just me here. My guess is it's your family pressuring you. And I'm just waiting for, I've got another thing, but I can't tell you what it is. It's moving. I just feel this pain here, suppression, restriction on the chest. And so fear, there would be a lot of fear in that too. But me as Rose, I think it's your family, but I can't get a confirmation. Usually a picture just flashes when I say the right words, and then I know. There's oh, yeah, there it goes. Could be affecting your lungs even. Yeah, hope you don't smoke. That would be really bad if you smoked, okay? Because you've got too much pressure here on your chest as it is. There's an energy here like a ghost, or like a ghost from the past. Could be in your family, this ghost, and they're just watching. It's not a problem, like they're not doing. Oh, and there's a woman here also with very long, beautiful hair, and I'm so jealous. And she is a relative from the past, and she's got hair that's just thick and long and blonde, and just beautiful hair. I can't see her face, but I'm looking at her from behind, but she's one of your relatives. And I've got all goosebumps going down my body. They're showing me a butterfly, and there's new life, as in new vitality coming. I don't know what you're doing health-wise, but there's certainly an improvement in your health coming, because I can see this like butterfly coming up, and you'll be feeling more vital, and also like you're flitting around. Okay, thank you very much. Next person is Sharon Spiteri. Anything, please, Sharon Spiteri. Oh, sorry, Sharon, just a moment. Back to Kaz. Just as I was going out, I got a real heaviness in the womb. I don't know if you've got a period, Kaz. Could feel a bit, it feels to me like a period, like a brick, you know, that really heavy feeling there in the womb. Lots of change around you. You're going the right direction. You're on track, Kaz, so don't worry. You're doing the right things. Okay, so Sharon Spiteri. Now, this is the bit of bleed through. Haha, very funny, Rose. Haha. One of you, like it's like a period. This could be you too, Sharon. So, because I'm going from one to the other. They're also showing me around you, Sharon, I see a great pile of coins coming too. So again, either money or change. I also see cigarettes. If either of you smoke, please don't. You have to give it up, honestly. Okay. Gum nut. eucalyptus trees, Australian bush, koalas. Okay. I don't even know what that was about. Sharon Spiteri. Let's just focus on you. Oh, anything. Okay, anything. Okay, so I've got a door here. And there's a little bit of light. Okay, there's a decision coming up for you, Sharon. You have to make a decision which way you're going to go. There's like two directions. You're not sure which way. I'm stuck on this door, and it's like, will I open it or will I close it? Will I open it? Will I close it? Only you could make up your mind what it is. I get the feeling it's to do with romance, okay? And somebody could come back from the past, or somebody who wants a bit of a relationship or some sort of connection together. Only you can decide that. Okay, thank you. Next person is Christy Dalton. Hi, Rose. I would love to hear from you. Hi, Christy. Let's see what we get. Okay, Christy Dalton, D-O-L-T-O-N, and it's K-R-I-S-T-Y. Christy Dalton. What's this? What's his name? Mick Jagger, Rolling Stones, the cover of the record. I know people don't have records anymore. But, you know, with the tongue out, the big lips and everything, that's what I'm seeing. I don't know if you're a Rolling Stones fan, but he's just had surgery for something to do with his heart, so he's okay. But I don't know what that's got to do with you, Christy. She wants to hear from me. What else can I tell her that's actually relevant to her life? Thank you very much. Okay, good. It's like you've been in a race and you're just at the finish and there's a checkered flag and somebody's waving the checkered flag, and it's like you've come to the end of something in a good way, and it's about achievement and getting what you want, okay? So you've passed the test, and I want to even say you've won the race, Christy, okay? Thank you. Marion Matschos. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. Marion, M-A-T-S-C-H-O-S-S, and money, okay? Money. Oh, I want to do all this movement with you, Marion. Okay, I feel, okay, I've got a picture. I was going to say, before I got the picture, that I feel you're an organised type of person. And if you're not, you should be. But the picture I've got is a submarine. Now, the issue here, Marion, is that it's like I'm under the water. It's like you're overwhelmed. Life is overwhelming you, and you're in this submarine under the ocean. It's okay. You're safe. There's no problem, but you haven't got your feet on the ground. You're in a submarine. So that means that the emotions can well up very easily, or you can be overtaken by emotions. So you need to be a little bit sort of cautious. But what I want to see you do is get more practical and get your feet on the ground and organised. And so walking is good. So my prescription to you is to walk half an hour a day, preferably by yourself with no distractions from mobile phones or computers and things like that. See if you can get out into nature more. Imagine the roots coming out of your feet and going down. It's all this emotion. You just need to have time out away from being overwhelmed. Thank you. I know that wasn't to do with money, but it will help you get money if you're practical and down to earth and grounded. Thank you. Wendy Sloot. Hello, Wendy. And guidance. Wendy Sloot, SLOOTWENDY. Stars. The stars are twinkling for you, Wendy. I can feel them, and I'm doing this. with my fingers. Okay, Wendy, your right ankle, you need to be careful that you don't have a little twist of the ankle. High heel shoes would be a nightmare, I think. So try to avoid high heel shoes. This could be an old injury, and it might just start to play up with a change in weather coming, okay? I don't feel like it's anything major. You know, I don't think you're going to get, hurt or anything particularly, but I'm not getting that. I just feel a twinge in my right ankle down into my right foot. And what I said to the lady before, Marion, I could also say to you, Wendy, is about being grounded. Your left foot is pretty grounded. Your right foot is just not quite right, grounded into the earth. Now, they're showing me bricks, and the words are bricks and mortar. Don't know if you've been thinking about real estate. Just hang off if you want to buy, because the prices are likely to go down even further. Okay, thank you. Next person, Janine Wilde, and you want to know about 2019. Okay, Janine Wilde. Oh, camera. Is that for Janine or me? There's a camera in my face. Janine Wilde. Okay, so I've got the moon coming up of the horizon. Again, that's about subconscious contents coming up for you. In your case, the moon turns into a 5-cent piece, which is a pretty cool idea. I reckon if I could make a moon video and then somehow morph it into a 5-cent piece with the echidna on the front, I reckon that'd be pretty cool. That's all about change for you. I'm getting a ram like Aries. So I don't know if you're an Arian, but I just did a video. Chiron's gone into Aries, so that it might relate to that as well. And that's all about the wounded healer. And if you want to help other people, it's really important to address the issues that the wounded healer has. Okay, I'm getting pain across here, but not huge pain, but just like just a bit of, I guess it's grief. I just feel like people are so disappointing sometimes. They let us down. I just feel let down. That's the feeling I get around it, but it's the past, okay? It's nothing specific to do with now. Okay, anything else? Yeah, they're showing me the ocean coming up, but it's a clean out, but in a good way. So I actually feel you're going to be feeling better, okay? So I hope that helps you, Janine. Yeah, better things coming. Okay, let's have a look here. Michelle Toy, T-O-Y-E, and your word is work. Michelle Toy, T-O-Y-E, and your word is work. All right, I've got a great big safe in front of me. It's like you open the door and it's a walk-in safe. It's like something more like a vault than something in the old days. I don't even know if banks have safes anymore because everything's changed. I used to actually work at the Bank of New South Wales 1,000 years ago before they became Westnet, and it's like I'm in the branch where I worked, and we went into the safe room, and then there's this big, huge safe with a big metal door that had all sorts of locks and combinations on the front that I didn't have access to. But that's what I'm getting around you, a safe. You're about to get a reward. There's something going to be opened up for you, and it could be money, but it's more important than that even. I feel like it's a change in your situation, like maybe your personality or some innate gift or something in you. Okay, so good things are coming. Okay, thank you. Next person is Jessica Ford. Okay, so we've got career and love. Just go with the first one, career, unless they tell me different. Okay, so they're showing me again a door, and it's got a card like when you go to a hotel and they give you the room key is now a card. that's like a passcode or something in the card, in the plastic card. That's what I get around you. Okay, so I feel with it an upgrade coming. I feel like a promotion, and I'll just check. It could be changing jobs. So Jessica Ford, changing jobs. What's the energy around that? Jobs. Jessica Ford, changing jobs. Yeah, it's sort of, they're telling me it's a sideways step. You could stay in your current job and take new responsibilities in your current job, because I'm seeing this technology and the things going sideways. So it's a similar job to what you do now, but with more responsibilities. Just make sure you get more money. That's, you're going to be doing more, you should get more. Okay, thank you. Renee Vandermeer, messages from a past loved one. I'll just have a look, Renee. I try not to do mediumship if I can help it in this format, because it takes much longer and there's so many people on the feed. I want to do as many as possible. They are showing me a blue diamond. It's the most unusual thing. It's got lighter blue on the outside and darker blue in the middle. It could be like a birthstone, or could indicate September, because sapphire, it looks like a diamond or a sapphire. Okay, but it's very unusual what I'm looking at. Okay, Renee Vandermeer. Yeah, it would take me a bit of time. I'm sorry, I can't say that I'm getting anything particular, other than they're showing me a zip, like a change of clothes, like you pull the zip down, I just feel that your loved one has changed their clothes. Okay, so they've taken off the past, they've put on their new outfit, and I get the sense of youngness around it. It's like they've reverted back to a younger, healthier, happier version of themselves in a beautiful outfit. Okay, sorry, I can't go deeper than that just at the minute. Thank you. Next person is Jody Jolly. Anything? Okay. Jody, Jollly. You remind me of someone. It's not like someone I know, which is strange. Okay, Jody Jolly. Okay, the sense I get activity, I get you doing more, being more active. I don't know where you are, Jody, if you're in Australia or the Southern Hemisphere, but it's like the change in the weather actually suits you better. How about that? The change in the weather suits you better. So I get you achieving more. And activity is like, and especially around the house too, and I get you taking up little like hobbies or doing, things that you enjoy. So more enjoyment and happiness coming through on a quiet level. Okay, thank you. Next person is Christy Bice, KRISTYBICE. And anything, Christy Bryce. First thing I've got is green, like stripes, and they're curvy sorts of bands, curvy. So regardless of what's going on, this bright neon green is like all about growth and opportunity. So it seems to be on a kind of darker background. So you might have not been feeling great recently, but these green bands keep coming in to give you some opportunity and some hope. I also feel a sense of like grey clouds, and I know even when we feel down, the clouds actually blow away fairly quickly. So you're actually going through a transition, and it won't take very long. They're also showing me a waterfall, which is your soul energy. So despite whatever's happening in your external world, you're actually more in touch with your soul energy at the moment, and perhaps the disappointment, is leading you to get in touch with your soul energy, which is great. Okay, thank you. Jade Bindi, Jadebindi. That was full. Where did that all go? Okay. Jade Bindi, Jadebindi. I don't know if it's your name, but I feel like Asia there. It could just be your name. Okay, so you've been on a path, but I feel like you're going to change your mind, because it's like what you've been doing, it's kind of difficult and it's kind of obstacles. Now, I always say if you try something 3 times and it doesn't work, then just leave it and then move on to something else. And if you're supposed to do it, it's going to come back to you, because it's like your path on one section is blocked off, because it's trying to get you to go down another section here on my left. Okay, so I feel because it's like left, it's creativity and femininity. So if you're having trouble, and because it's like the right versus the left, male versus female, like opposites, go the feminine, creative, sort of soft way, and it'll be easier. Because this other way on the right, so the right is also about being right, but the right is analytical thinking, male energy. My right foot is now just going like this, like buzzing, male energy. If it's too hard, don't do it. Don't put yourself through the stress. Go through they're showing me a big water wheel, and it's like turning all this water and making power, so your emotions are your power. So there's another way to do life, and you're finding out about it. Okay, thank you. Hope that makes sense, Jade. I know it was a bit obtuse, but it's just what I see. Joanne Blyler, Blyler, and you want to know about your career. Okay, Joanne, Joanne, is it? Did I get your name right? Yes, Blyler. I've got the sense of green. That means more money, growth, opportunity. I get the sense, okay, so I don't know how to describe this. Climbing the corporate ladder, but my groin and the tops of my legs are bloody aching. It's like you've been climbing up for so long in career to get to, where you're trying to go. And there is a lot further to go. And I get the number 7. I don't know, 7 flights, 7 days, 7 months. Don't know in connection, but I do see it. Channel 7. I don't know if you're involved with Channel 7. I have been on Channel 7 I don't know how many times, a few times. And yeah, Channel 7 just popped up in my mind. So I don't know what that is. But I want to say, I know it's hard, but I encourage you to keep going, because there are higher opportunities for you. Sometimes you feel like you're, getting exhausted or going around in circles. Okay, so how I guess the question is, Joanne Blyler, how can you climb up to where you want to go and not be exhausted? Okay, so you need more creativity in your work. You need to be working when you're in the zone. You're not always in the zone, and that's what exhausts you. When you're not in the zone, then you get absolutely tired and you can't come up. It's hard to come up with stuff. It's like puts you under stress. I'm also seeing news, like newspapers on a conveyor belt. I don't know if you're in the media, or if this is news, what I'm telling you. Okay, but yeah, I'm thinking news.com.au. News. So you need to work when you're in the zone. So maybe negotiate your hours so that you're not working like a 40-hour week or a 35-hour week, but you need to negotiate your hours so you're getting recharged, because you'll be more efficient. You're not really, getting the most that you could be getting. Okay, there's a man here and he's just looking at me. He's got dark hair. he's passed over, and he's like a corporate kind of guy, and I feel like, it feels corporate. I don't know how else to describe. He was a businessman, and he was very astute. He's got dark hair. He feels English, or that part of the world, maybe Scottish, I don't know, but that part of the world. And he's like a guide to you in work, okay? He's just giving me a bunch of roses in a vase for you, and wants you to know that he's looking out for you, and there's a sense of love. And he's also got, looks like pigeons or doves. Pigeons. I don't know if you know who that is. Pigeons. Okay, thank you. Next person is Joe Matthews. Joe Matthews. JOMATTTHEWS. And I don't know if that's you. I've got two names, so I'm confused. I don't know, but I'm just going to go with Joe Matthews, okay? And your word is love, okay? Joe Matthews and love. Okay, I just need to move away from that very powerful man that was standing there. Get on to you now, Joe Matthews. I'm just waiting for a picture to come up. And the word is love. Okay, this is not to do with love, but they show me some handicrafts like wood, old-fashioned carvings and things like that. They're showing me like a bird, like peace, calmness, want to bring in, greater peace of mind for you. In some respects, I feel like some things are going really well, and this question of love is the thing that's just bothering you more than anything else. Okay, they're showing me a chain, but you've taken the chain off. Now, this is to do with the past, but it's kind of a little bit like a ghost now. It's gone, it's finished, but you were being chained up about it, but now the chain has been taken off. And I get what I'm actually seeing is that you holding the chain like this in front of me, and to tell you that the past is gone and you are free now. You don't have to act like you did in the past because the whole scenario is changed. Okay, they're also showing me a mirror, and it's like you'll see parts of yourself in other people, including a prospective partner. Okay, they want to encourage you to keep going on your current track, okay, because you are getting there. Okay, thank you very much. Next person is Talitha Trenorden, and new job, TALITHATRENORDEN. Okay, Talitha Trenorden and new job, Talitha Trenorden. Okay. All right, I get a bit of socialising around you. It's like I'm in like a pub or it's like an old English pub, like it's nice. And they've got beer on tap and cider and lots of different drinks on tap. And I keep hearing noises. There's noises in my room, but there's nothing there. When I open my eyes, there's nothing there. That's really weird, but anyway. So I'm in this place where everybody's having fun, and I feel like there's a lot of socialising around you, and you're there, and you're enjoying it as well. So I want you to kind of start to focus. I know you'll say that you've already been focused on new job, but I just get this celebration. Oh, right. Okay. Yes. So now I got it. Yes, there's new job coming. I get the number 7. Could be July, or it could be 7. I don't know what that means. But also it's a celebration that I'm seeing you with your friends after you get this new job. So yes, it's coming. It might still be, a couple of months away, but hey, we're already in April. So I want to say mid-year, you know, we're nearly there. Thank you. Hope that helps. Rachel Mitchell. Okay, real love. Rachel, and your RACHELMITCHELL. Okay. Oh, wow. They're showing me great big pearl of wisdom here, and with diamonds all the way around it. Okay, so this is great because they're saying, well done to you, because you've differentiated in your mind the difference between what purports to be real love and what is actually real love. Now, the other thing, I get the sense of a man who's very, very reliable. This man, he's practical. He could be a Capricorn. He's got that Capricornian energy. If he's not a Capricorn, he's got it like as his rising sign, or yeah, something like that. But I just get this practical, down-to-earth man. He could be in banking, lawyering. There's no such word. He could be a lawyer, a banker, because he's got this financial vibe thing. But equally so, he could also be involved with real estate. Okay, so someone coming your way on the real love states, and he's different to a lot of men that you might have known like in the past, because this one is reliable. That's the key word that goes with him. Donna Warren, spiritual path. DONNAWARREN, spiritual path, please. Great. Okay, so very quickly that came in, Donna. So you're on your spiritual path. I see a huge waterfall. It's like Niagara Falls. I've never actually been there, but the pictures, you know, all this amount of water coming down. These are the living waters flowing from your soul down into every cell of your being. You keep this up and you're going to live a very, very long, healthy life. So at the moment, whatever you're doing, you're right on track. This huge amount of your soul energy coming in. And it's like you might have noticed this, time is changing. I see the sun coming up, going down, the moon coming up, going down, going down, going down. And it's like this big cycle of energy, this big energetic cycle, and it affects time. So where you have to be a bit careful, because your whole time kind of mechanism is changing. You have to be careful that you're not late for appointments, that you know what day it is. You're going to have to write things down, because your whole time sense of timing is changing, because your soul energy is coming in, and it's like you're living more in the present. Okay, which is great, because it allows you to be more spiritual. Well done you, Donna. Okay, thank you. Betty Hernandez, anything for me, please? Okay, Betty Hernandez, let me just get the spelling on that. Hernandez. Oh, wow, geez, I have to get away from that energy there, Donna, because that's just dragging me right in. Betty Hernandez. Okay, let's get on to you, Betty. All right. Okay, Betty, I'm so sorry. Whatever it is that's happened, the first thing I've got is a box of tissues, and that always means tears. Okay, but they're saying it can actually turn to tears of joy. Okay, so now I'm like, well, which is it? Is it tears of grief, which is what we assume straight off when you say box of tissues? Tears of joy. So something wonderful is going to happen in your life very soon. It's months. It's not years away. It's like, again, 2 months, 3 months, something like that. It's not very far away. You've been cleaning up. It's to do with your mother. See, what's happened now is my mother's just come in. It's like, what? And she passed a long time ago, but she's just come in with the thing cleaning up. And she's saying to me, I'm just cleaning up behind you. Oh, well, thanks very much, Mum, but I'm actually working at the moment. But I feel like the fact, because my mother never comes in, so I think this will be the first time ever that she's come in while I'm actually doing this. And so, Betty, I feel like it's just to do with your mother in a very low-key, calm kind of peaceful energy of just tidying up and getting things neat. I want to say the word neat. Okay. And everything's calm. Okay, thank you. That's all I could say at the moment. Wicked Wicks. Hello, Wicked Wicks from Melbourne. Let's see what we get for you. If you've got long hair, Wicked Wicks. I feel like I want to do this or something like that, something to do with the hair. Okay, Wicked Wicks, what can I tell you? Have you got your own broom? Wicked Wicks is the witch from the west or something like that. That's, you know. Okay, so I feel this kind of sense of nature, spiritualism, paganism, you know, in a good way, that you're tied into daily practices, spiritual practices, meditation, and that you're an innately spiritual person with a very close relationship to your body and also to the planet. Now they're showing me here is the great, like, sun. I want to say the great sun. I don't know what that means, but that's the words. And then it says soul, S-O-L. I feel like this has got to do with this is very, very ancient practices going back. I've got the sense of a priestess energy, the sense of maybe druidism there, maybe in a past life you were a druid, but I feel these energies very strongly still around you. They're telling me that you've got a trip to go on. I see like a 7, I don't know my aircraft, I'm afraid. It's 737. I got that and then I'm like, is it 737 or 787? I think it's 737. Anyway, I'm high up in the stratosphere, kind of flying like 38,000 feet or something. So I feel it's an overseas trip. This plane indicates an overseas trip because it's too high to be just Sydney to Melbourne type thing. Yeah. Okay. What else can I tell you? Overseas trip coming within 12 months. Okay, it's like you've been in a long dark tunnel and you're blasting your way through and you're coming out the other side now, so well done. Also, there's a train on a track. You're on track, okay? So everything's fine and working well. Okay, thank you. Next person is Nessie Al McCallum, is it? Let me see that. Oh, sorry, just as well I put my glasses on. Nessie Al Moallem. I'm so sorry. NESSYALMOALLEM. And your word is love. Nessie and love. Okay, so this has got a very exotic type of feeling, this energy. I want to sort of belly dance or something. That'd be really interesting for you all. They're showing me a lot of glittery bling, blue and purple, but it's actually very spiritual. So I feel like you've got a lot, Nessie, you've got a lot of spiritual energy around you, and I really want to encourage you to get in touch with that because I feel like you could do more. You're innately spiritual, and you've also inherited a lot of spiritual energy around you as well, like in your family tree. And so your word was love. Okay, I could go on about don't accept what just comes up for you, like what just comes across your path. But you already know. I feel like you know. I get this kind of people trying to indicate like, oh, you should be married or you should, you know, go and have kids, or they're kind of telling you what to do, you know, and not in a negative way, but they're thinking that you'll be happier. But it's like, you can't just go and marry someone who's, you know, that they want you to marry type of thing, or get married just for the sake of getting married. You're looking for a particular type of person, and I think you're specific. So, you know, it takes time to find the right person, and that is actually a far better outcome for you than just marrying anybody, because you could. you could just marry anybody, and that'd get them off your back kind of thing. But, yeah, it wouldn't be the right thing to do. Okay, so Spirit's saying there's change around that, transformation around that. I feel like there's somebody there, but it's not going to happen like in the short term. It's like a long-term plan. I feel like you're going to get married and have a long, very long marriage. Okay, but it takes time to get there. Okay, thank you. Next person is Brent Morton and love. Brenton. Brent Morton and love. Okay, so Brent, in the past you've had like a veil over your eyes. I can see this sort of translucent curtain kind of waving in front of me, and it's like you've been trying to look through to find the right person, but you've been looking through a curtain, so it's a bit obscure, you know, it's not transparent. And maybe you've been attracting people to you that are not transparent or clear about, you know, who they really are. I feel like they're kind of fake, or this sounds awful, doesn't sound awful, but yeah, I have to hurry. So I'll just say that they're just not who they pretend to be. Okay, so I feel like this curtain's kind of being ripped down in front of you, and there could be some pain with that. Oh, I'm sorry. But they're also showing me like playing cards, and they're saying put your cards down on the table. So you've actually got a good hand of cards here. So this feels like a different energy to the curtain. So we moved on to another scenario now. So this is either like right now or in the near future, whereas the curtain was in the past. Okay, so put your cards down on the table and just be upfront about what it is you want in love. Okay, next person, Kayla Robig, Kayla and health. Kayla, Kayla Robig and health. Now, I've got something happening on the right side of my face, and it's all tingling and hot and energy, and the energy's kind of moving around. I don't think this has actually got to do with your face. It feels like something coming up, and again, it's on the right side. So there could be something in the past about men and a loss of face, where you might have felt ashamed or humiliated or something like that. And so this energy is now coming out of you, and so it will take some time to be released, and it's coming up my whole right side, and now it's my right ovary. It's coming from the right ovary, and I can feel quite a pain there. If you can find somebody really good that you can get recommendations about, and that is to go and have some Reiki to help this speed this up faster, this release of energy. Now from my right ovary, it's like all in my womb right across, and it's also given me a headache, so I'll have to very quickly. But yeah, Reiki or acupressure, you need to get this energy moving faster, and your health will improve. Thank you, and you may need to, you know, see somebody professionally, as I'm sure you already know. Okay, and we're coming on to the last one now.